In this video, I'll disclose the secret behind some of the most well-known magic tricks which have deceived countless people for years. Deceived the dagger of the hand. This trick is considered one of the most beautiful and powerful magic tricks performed by this Yemeni man, which has been circulated by many Yemenis on social networking sites. Some even accused him of witchcraft, claiming that this movement can never be a sleight of hand. In fact, this is just a sleight of hand. This man has sleight of hand and in a sense very high performance price tricks. But how is this trick done and where does the dagger disappear? In fact, my friend, this trick depends on two main things, which is a sleight of hand and the jacket that the man wears. This jacket has on this particular side a large pocket along this place. And when the man is about to throw the dagger and basically he throws it into this pocket and quickly. You can notice, of course, he uses his other hand to lift the jacket from this side in order to make it easier for him to throw the dagger into the back pocket, and in the end, the dagger comes out of his pocket in this way. The second trick is to insert the iron ring into the rope without cutting it. In fact, despite the simplicity of this trick, it leaves a beautiful effect on the scene. Let's try deception with it quickly. What is the secret of this trick? The secret of this trick, my friend, the key to this trick is that the magician does not remove the ring from the rope at this point. You are just in it for as long as he has it. In fact, the loop is still inside the rope because he only takes it out from this side in this manner. And on this side, he bends the rope under his finger in this manner and hides the second under his finger in this manner. And when the trick begins, the rope escapes from here and the loop returns to the middle of the rope in this manner. The trick is to hide the cigarette using the hand. This trick is one of the amazing and fun tricks that performs by many magicians. Despite the simplicity of the trick, it leaves a beautiful effect in the audience. The magician takes a cigarette from the passerby, he holds it in his hand and suddenly the cigarette disappears from his hand. Magician makes a quick move, the cigarette appears again in his hand. We can notice that the cigarette has disappeared. With another quick movement, the cigarette returns again. How is this trick done? In fact, you can also do this trick with your friends and family. The secret is that the magician will put the glue behind his finger. Then he sticks his finger in the cigarette to look like this. And to hide it, he has to open his hands quickly and the cigarette will disappear behind his finger like this. The viewer will not think that the cigarette is in this place. Of course, the magician should stand in front of the viewer directly, no one even noticing the presence of a cigarette behind a finger. Rubber trick. This trick is one of the most powerful tricks performed by street magicians. The magician enters the rubber on the other side this way. It is impossible to take out this rubber to the other side. But the magician moves the rubber suddenly, the rubber comes out to the other side without the rubber being cut. Here this woman became very surprised, it's really confusing. How did this rubber go from this side to the other side? Let me try the trick with you first. Now it's impossible to take this scarf to the other side, but it came out at the end. What is the secret of this trick? The secret to the trick is very simple. You can do this trick with your family. The magician places the middle finger in this place, rubber is transferred to it. It then rounds the index finger near to the thumb finger and enter it this way. Then the ropes escape the middle finger. here you will notice that the rubber came out to the other side. It's preferable to move the ropes together in this way. This so that the viewer does not notice the secret of the trick. Notice the explanation from different angles. Levitating card. This is an impressive yet easy card trick for beginners. It involves creating a special trick card using plastic and super glue. You will be able to make the card look like it has levitated off a palm into the air. Because the live audience will want to touch the card, this is a trick that is best performed over Skype for cousins or grandparents. But with practice and confidence, you can even fool a live audience.
That's how you levitate. And the secret is that it's a gimmick card, okay? You have a thin piece of plastic here. It has to be thick enough where it'll be sturdy but yet flexible, okay? And it's gonna be here, just like this. So, this is perfect for this trick. And I'm gonna use the outside plastic. And you're just gonna cut it. Make it longer than you think the card is, because you can always just trim it from the card. So here we have it, okay? And then you're just gonna take the card and trim it to the very edges, okay, just like follows. You don't want it to hang over the edge, okay? You might even want to cut it exactly to the edge. That way it doesn't go over. You don't want it to go over like that, okay? You want it exactly to the edge. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take some glue and you're going to put the glue right in the middle. Super glue works fine. If you don't have it, you can try other things that you can think that will keep it to stick, but my best bet is to just use a little bit of super glue and some so you put it right in the middle and just put it right dab in the middle. Don't make too much of it because then it won't work. And then you place your plastic piece directly horizontally in the center of the card, okay? And you press it down, and you're gonna want it to let it dry for at least an hour or so, you know, just so you don't ruin it, because if you do it and it comes off, you're gonna have to wait a whole another hour again. So just let it sit, be patient, and then when you get it back, the finished product is gonna look like the card I was using, and it just has the flap here. So you should be able to pull the plastic pieces like this to make it look like it's floating, okay? And then from there, that point on, you place the card. Make sure you don't show the back to the spectator, okay? Because you can obviously see this. So you can lay it down and just show them like it's one card, you know? And then you're gonna place it in between. This is the tricky part. You're gonna place it in between the crook of the bottom of your pinky, right here, and right here, and the crook of your thumb and your pointer finger, right here. So you're gonna place it kind of diagonally, because you want to grasp it like this, okay? And if you have your thumb, make sure your thumb's pointing out like this. Don't leave it in like that. Make sure it's pointing out. And then all you do is squeeze your hand inward, okay? You just squeeze your hand inward like this, and it makes it float. And make sure your angles are right so they don't see it. But as you can see, you can't really see my thumb moving because I'm not using my thumb like this, okay? I'm keeping it straight. I'm just using the pressure from the sides of where I'm putting in it and just moving it up. And if you do it slow enough, they're not going to see it. Now, if I do it fast, you'll see what I'm doing. So, just practice this trick. You want to practice your angles, and you want to practice in front of a mirror. Make sure you don't show the gimmick. And you want to practice the placement of where you want to place it in your hand. And if you practice, you know, it doesn't always make perfect, but well, that's the truth. But it makes for less error. If you practice this trick, there's no problem you should have when you perform this to your friends. So I hope you have a lot of fun with this trick. And